This kind-hearted princess loses both of her parents, the king and queen, and is left in the care of her stepmother, the new queen. Unfortunately, her stepmother begins to treat her unfairly, keeping her confined within the palace and not allowing her to go anywhere. One day, a thief sneaks into the palace in an attempt to steal some food and supplies. However, he is caught and, by the queen's order, tied up and punished at the palace gates. The princess, showing her compassion, secretly helps the thief escape while the palace guards aren't looking. But she fails to notice that her stepmother, the queen, is watching from the upper level of the royal tower. In truth, the queen is an evil sorceress who had married the princess's father through deception. She owns a magical mirror that she frequently consults by asking, "Who is the fairest of them all?" The mirror always responds that the queen is the most beautiful. But on this particular day, when she asks the mirror again, it replies that Snow White, the gentle and kind-hearted princess, is now the fairest of them all. This answer enrages the queen. Driven by jealousy, she commands her loyal huntsman to take Snow White into the forest and end her life. However, the huntsman, moved by Snow White's innocence, cannot bring himself to harm her. Instead, he tells her the truth and helps her escape deep into the forest. Snow White wanders through the woods and eventually comes across a small wooden cottage. There, she meets and befriends 7 dwarfs who live together peacefully. Meanwhile, upon discovering that Snow White is still alive, the queen disguises herself as an old woman and ventures into the forest. Using a trick, she offers Snow White a poison apple. Snow White, unaware of the danger, takes a bite and falls under a deadly curse. The 7 dwarfs, heartbroken, prepare a farewell ceremony. At that moment, the same thief whom Snow White once helped arrives. Deeply saddened, he gently kisses her on the cheek, a kiss of true love. Miraculously, the curse breaks, and Snow White comes back to life. She and the thief, whose name is Jonathan, realize their love for each other and become a couple. The next day, Snow White returns to the royal palace and confronts the queen. She demands that the queen stop her evil deeds and hand over the kingdom rightfully belonging to her late father. The queen, refusing to surrender, orders her guards to capture Snow White. However, both her soldiers and the people of the kingdom no longer support her cruelty, and instead stand by Snow White. Frustrated, the queen turns once more to her magic mirror, asking who is now the fairest. The mirror again answers Snow White. In a fit of rage, the queen smashes the mirror. But the broken mirror draws her inside and seals her away forever. In the end, Snow White marries Jonathan and rules her father's kingdom with fairness, kindness, and wisdom, bringing peace and happiness to all.